Darian, Sweden knocked out the United States in penalty kicks, and their goalkeeper was absolutely outstanding.
Musovic, shout out. She was on fire that game. She has faced 33 shots and only one has gone in. I think she was the game changer for them. She gave them energy. After every save, you saw them corralling around her, and they just had so much cohesiveness moving forward when she made these saves, and she's definitely a leader for this Swedish side. And I think going into this game, they need to take advantage of keep building on what they've been doing, which is getting the ball wide, whipping balls in, and that aerial battle is going to be difficult against Japan. And then on this Japan side, they've adapted to each team so well, and I think that they're going to look at the Swedish side and really work on keeping them centrally and not allowing them to go wide.
Japan has 14 goals and only 1 against coming into it. And that's because they have controlled the match. They've controlled the tempos, and it leads all to their forward, Maezawa. She is such an offensive threat. She's created 5 goal-scoring opportunities. She's leading the Golden Boot race in this World Cup. But she does so much off the ball as well because she controls the ball. She connects well with her teammates. She's got a plus pass completion percentage on this team, one of the highest that Japan has. And defensively, they've only conceded 1 goal. So if they can force Sweden into those pressure pockets in the midfield, make the space really small, and then anticipate Sweden's outlet passes, that's where Japan's going to be able to capitalize on the transition game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like that you bring up Miyazawa. I think, though, you can't not talk about Tanaka and Ueki, who have played as that 9 for Japan. But the way that I see this flowing tactically is through the middle. Japan, the way they set up in that 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1, it's really a box midfield against this Swedish squad who's playing with 3 centrally, or really defensively they get in that 4-4-2 block. So this Japanese squad is going to have a lot of numbers in the middle of the park, and they have the ability to pass through the lines and progress down the field really nicely. But I would just say what we've seen from Sweden in moments is, yes, they will give you the ball, they will let you play and be very compact defensively, but watch out for Wolfa. If they are defending, Rolfa likes to tuck inside in that pocket, and they can get her on transition with Blackstenius then tracking alongside her up front. Sweden is going to have to be effective in transition moments, because I do think they're going to probably give up a little bit of possession to Japan. Or the question is, where is their point of confrontation going to be, I think? If they can high press, will they do it against Japan, who can just cut you down with a few passes? It's going to be an interesting game tactically.
I agree. And I also think we've seen this Japan squad adapt tactically to each team's strengths and shut them down. So I think Sweden may go into this feeling confident that they're the ones dictating the tempo and the pace, but I think Japan is actually going, it's kind of like a mind game. They're the ones that are actually in control and aware of the tempo and how they're going to attack when, you know, those quick transition moments, like you said. I think Japan's going to take this one over.
Me too.
With Sweden, the way that they will be able to capitalize on Japan is crosses, services into the box, corner kicks. If they can get in behind the Japanese backline, draw corner kicks, especially early in the game, those first 10 minutes dictate how they're able to be a physicality liability against the Japanese defense inside the box. That will be key, because Sweden has 6 goals off of services from the outside, whether it's a set piece on a corner kick or just crosses into the box. That's how they've scored most of their goals.
You're absolutely right, Lisa. That's the potential way that Sweden can win this game is with corner kicks. They've scored goals in that way, in the crosses. That aerial duel matters when there is a lack of size on that Japan side. For me, I have been rooting for Japan from the group stage. You guys have heard me say it over and over again on Morning Footy. I've been saying Japan is going to win this. For me, I'm going to go and give my prediction, and then I expect everyone else to give theirs, because you're talking about Sweden here, and you have wonderful things to say about them, but I still think you're going with Japan here. This is a 3-0 for me. Japan. Lisa?
Yeah,
3-0. Nice.
Japan gets the win. 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're giving up a goal as well, but I think Japan takes this. There's going to be goals in this game, and the one thing that isn't, we talk about Musovic, but the way that Japan finishes, they're not just shooting to shoot. It is very distinct shots, calculated. They're almost passing it into the back of the net. So I think Japan takes this.
What's your score prediction?
Oh, did I have to do a score? Did you do a score?
I did a score. I did 2-1 to
2-1.
Japan. I think that they will concede on Amanda Ilestad getting into the box, getting her head on it.
I'm going to say 3-1.
I'm going to make this a really fun game. Let's
what
say
is fun?
3-2.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
5
okay.
goals.
Lots of
I like
goals.
it.
We love it.
We love goals.
And no overtime. None of us are going with
No
maybe. Is it
overtime
going
in 90
2-2?
minutes.
Okay, 90.
Okay.
3-2, last minute game winner.
Ooh.
Oh, all the suspense.
That's all the details I'm going to give.